Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage the change. Said by Charles Darwin. With these inspirational lines, which drives us to adapt the changes happening in the society. I, Ankita, student teacher of B.Ed Batch 2022, welcome you all to the sixth day of this personality development program organized by Training and Placement Cell, Army Institute of Education, Greater Noida. If the education is the bricks for building called life, then the binding materials used is called soft skill. The soft skill which are going to help us in our personal and professional development. So, to drive us through the path from soft skill to professional skill, today we have Mr. Rajeev Jain with us. Sir is a NASCOM certified master trainer. Sir is an internationally known writer and trainer having 25 plus years experience in corporate services. He has delivered hundreds of trainings for global professionals skills with multiple on-site visits of Singapore, China, US, Hong Kong and Malaysia. In academics, Sir is having Masters in Computers, MBA in Finance, MIS, MA in Sociology, and BSc in Mathematics. The key accomplishments of Sir are he is awarded by Mr. P. Rajendran, co-founder of NIIT, to promote technical writing profession. Sir has received an appreciation for his book Y2K and India from Mr. Narayan Murthy and Dr. Y. S. Rajan. Sir has also volunteered for NGOs like I Volunteer, STC India, Ekal Vidyalaya, READ, Ashoka, and many other charitable trusts. We are very pleased to have you here, sir. Now, I would request Dr. Abhilasha Gautam ma'am, Principal, Army Institute of Education, to welcome our guest of the day. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to welcome such a learned and experienced person, Mr. Rajiv Jain. Uh, you have left nothing much to say from my side, dear. You have very well introduced this personality on this platform today. Mr. Rajiv Jain certainly is a very learned person, and the topic of today's PDP workshop number 6 is from soft skills to professional skills. We could have not such a experienced person other than you, sir, to talk about this topic. And we are very fortunate that you have joined us on this platform. You are most welcome from entire Evers family. Hearty welcome to you, sir. And I hope you will have a very great experience with our students, with the students of Army Institute of Education. They are very much self-motivated students and always ready to learn. Again, most welcome, and I hope all my students will have a very good learning experience today. Wish you all for an insightful session. Thank you. Thank you so much. And again, most welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. Now I hand over the platform to you.
Okay, thank you so very much. And special thanks to Dr. Rakshita and Dr. Jyoti for all the last minute changes. I was requesting to make this, make that, right? And she accepted most of the things, even in the short time. So thank you for all the hard work. And I think it's only because of this we had few international registrations too. Let's see how many of them actually end up joining. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you're able to see. Just give me a minute. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you see only the front screen, soft skills to professional
Yes,
skills. Am I correct?
yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so Shubham, just to correct you, right? You mentioned that
Yes, sir. Chat
questions will be
rooms.
taken in the end. Yeah. So I'm not the one who believes in that. I look for interaction. There is no one-side communication. Okay.
Sure, sir.
And however, our teaching pattern or teaching styles over the decade has been this. We prefer a one-side communication. And once we are
Mhm.
done with the communication, please ask the question.
Sure,
Right.
sir.
So that's the one change you also need to bring in your day-to-day working. Okay. Uh, why we'll discuss this. You'll come to know why this part. Okay. I'm not discussing the same right now. Okay, so thank you once again, and let's get started on soft skills to professional skills. So, since Ankita mentioned too much about me, I don't know whether you remember even a single word or not. Even we used to hate when you used to attend those introduction part, right? We hardly remember even a single word after the introduction was over. I don't know if any of you remember that part or not, but we never used to remember anything. We used to wait, why this? That's how it is. Okay, but if you remember, it's good. If you don't, right, I don't have any complaint because that's what the life is. Okay, but I still want to know why you are here. Uh, if you can type in the chat window, or if any of you want to speak up, why you are here in this particular session, why you are investing almost 2 hours of yours, for what purpose?
To enhance our professional skills by getting to know about soft skills. How could this soft skills will help us to build our professional skills?
Very good, Anita.
So, she was Pushpa saying actually.
Oh, it's a Puspa.
Yes, sir. So, so according to, if I say according to me, I have joined this session only just because of to get acknowledged that how I would be presenting in front of the interviewer, or how what are the skills that I must need it when I'll be in that interview or that particular phase of time. I am generally getting all those ideas and all those steps which we need to take to be in that position. So that's it, sir.
Hello everyone,
Okay.
Preeti Pandey.
Just
Very
one request. Just one request. Whoever is speaking, it will be great if you can start with their name because I will not be able to relate who is speaking up. So it will be good so that I can at least thank those who are speaking up. They were having the courage to speak up in this online platform. Please go ahead.
hello everyone, Preeti Pandey this side. Very good morning to Rajiv sir and to my friends, I mean, all the participants. Sir, I believe that in today's competitive area, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
In today's in competitive area, soft skill is required. It is not only restricted to the only communication skill, but yes, soft skill. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's a very vast area in which we learn all the corporate etiquettes, and it is required in every field. Even if you're working with a corporate or any, at any profession, it is required. It includes, I think, corporate etiquettes, interviewing skills, your table manners, interpersonal skills. That's all I think. I mean, in every field, it is required. It is not only just to enhance our communication skill, but yes, to develop all the rest of the skills also. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else want to speak something?
See, we have several responses in chat box also. So may I read this for you?
Good morning, sir. Good morning to respected principal ma'am. My name is Neha Sinha, and to answer your question, sir, uh, I have a very simple statement. It's a new day, so I'm here to learn something new. That's all.
Okay, good. Okay, I think we have good replies. So thank you to all those who shared their uh, reason of being present today. Okay, and those who understand what they're here for. Others also, right? I'm sure they might be having some idea why they're here, but due to certain reason they are not able to speak up or they are hesitating. It could be anything. Okay, so that's the first learning for the day. Guys, do not miss these opportunities in any of the sessions. First of all, do not attend session for the heck of it, for the sake of it, just because somebody in the top asking you to go and attend a session. You switch off the, you mute your system, you switch off your webcam, and you just log in, and maybe more than 50% time you are not even there on the system. So stop attending such sessions just to get the attendance part. Don't do that. Okay. There will be no learning, zero learning, and those kind of things. Okay. And if you are not looking for learning, you will never be able to acquire any of the professional skills. Okay. Now coming back to some of the replies which I heard. Okay. Somebody talking about the interview skills, somebody talking about soft skills, and somebody saying that to learn something new. Okay. My experience is you will only come to know 10,000 feet or maybe 100,000 feet level understanding of what is professional skill. That's it. Even if you work for more than 5 years, I'm repeating, even if you work for more than 5 years, these skills are difficult to master. So don't expect that after this session, your professional skills will be on cloud nine. Okay, and you will be a master of the professional skills. Forget about that. We still groom, teach, and provide training on the professional skills for the professionals who are working in the corporate for more than 2 decades. So forget about 2 hours. You will just come to know what these skills are, how they are different. And yes, this is not going to help you to crack the interview. That's more of a soft skills part than a professional skills part. You will come to know about these differences. That's what I am expecting today. Okay, good to know about Ritu, Neha, Priya, and all those things, and all those who shared their insights about this particular understanding and their reason for being here. Let's move on. So I'm not covering any of these things because I've already done this part. Let's move on. So few norms for today's session. It's going to be an interactive session, not a Bollywood movie where you see the movie and after this you are going to say whether you like the movie or you didn't like the movie. Not that bad. So as you might have seen, we have started with the discussion. I'm going to ask many more questions. You are free to type in the chat window. You are free to ask whenever you want to. So all the options are there. Okay. Ask questions, type chat window, speak up. And one request to Ankita, if you can keep an eye on the chat window, if there are any questions coming up, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. If there are any relevant, maybe you can stop me then and there, and I'll try to reply as many as I can.
Yes, sir.
For me, this session, the success of the session is if you end up learning only one thing within next 1 hour and 45 minutes, I'm going to consider this as a success part because too little time, but still I can help you to understand what professional skills are, how they are different from soft skills, and what do we need the professional skills. Okay, so some of the raised initiatives, the society where we under which banner we are conducting this session. So just evaluate my skills, Mentors Cafe, Kisan Awareness Program, Simplifying Campus Corporate Journey, API writers, a group of professional technical writers, group of international volunteers. RJ audience is another group where those who have attended my session, they are most welcome to join this group. Crazy tips to crack the interviews. So, which is not today's agenda. Okay, let's start with the soft skills part. What is your understanding of soft skills? What are soft skills? Any of you? You can type in the chat window or you can speak up. What is your understanding of soft skills? Okay, I think somebody has raised hand.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So my name is Ritu Singh. As per me, if we talk about the soft skills, I think that soft skill is all about all the personality traits or the personal attributes which we possess, and like the skills of being confident, being the having the quality of leadership. It's all which we can talk as the soft skills.
Okay, good. Any more person?
All
Good
the
morning,
common
sir.
things.
This is Monica Sharma this side. I would like to join with the Ritu's answer. Teamwork also included in the soft skills, and along with that, I would say the proficiency in your professional skills plus your communication skills are also included in the soft skills.
Okay.
Sir Raksha Joshi here. I think soft skill is a code of conduction and also ability to communicate, how we communicate with our co-workers and how we manage with like conflict management and all that.
Okay. Good. Any more insights? Anybody want to share his or her understanding of the same?
Sir Sukanya has
Uh,
raised her hand. Yes, Sukanya.
Sir, this is Sukanya. Sir, according to me, soft skills is something that acts as a catalyst for us to represent our subjective personalities through interaction, and it is a medium for communication. This soft skills is subjective for the people who have different personalities. So different people can have their they can represent their way of soft skills through interaction and communication.
Anybody else?
Miss Divyanjali Datta, she is also there.
Yeah,
Yes,
good morning,
Miss.
sir.
Good morning.
Uh, Good morning, sir. Sir, I believe that soft skills, it relates like how we work. So like it includes, as many of them are saying that it includes communication skills. I believe that communication skill, yes, it is important, but along with that, listening skills, time management, and the interpersonal skills. So according to me, soft skills relates to this also, which helps us to make our work
I
environment.
would like to stop. Are you Devanjali, correct?
Yes, sir.
Devanjali ji means one of the best replies I've heard in the recent past, not just in today's session, maybe in last few years, one of the best replies I've heard. So thank you for
Thank you,
this
sir.
one. Great reply. Great reply.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Anybody else want to add something?
Yes, sir. Sir, myself, Pushpa Kumari. Sir, I want to say that soft skill is yes, what how we interact with other people, and it is also we can say that it is a soft skill. It is a power. it is our power that through soft skill we can make ourselves, we can represent ourselves in front of others, and it acts as a power, or we can use this power to influence others.
Okay, great. So I think very good replies. Some of you were very good replies. So I'm not here to agree or disagree on what your understanding is, but majority of you are focusing around communication, communication and interaction, right? Except Devanjali, who added things like interpersonal listening. And there was one more person I forgot the name, who mentioned about I think teamwork part. Right? There was one person who mentioned those things. Okay. And this is the biggest challenge of our academia. Okay. Majority of us thinks soft skills moves only around communication. And their definition of communication is you are able to speak well. That's it. That's the problem. So those who are the best speakers, any of you, who are the best speakers? And if we generalize, right, who are the best speakers? Any of you, any category you want to say, or any type of people, any type of professionals who are the best, considered as the best speakers? Any of you?
Who are good
Sir,
listeners.
No, not
So
listeners.
we are
No,
still learning, and there is more
no, no,
like
no, no,
ways
no, no, no.
to learn.
My
We are
question, my question is, my question is different, Devanjali. My question is, who are considered as best speakers?
The
Sir, the
politicians,
one who can
Who
teachers.
drag
so
the
who used
attention
it? Who
of
used this politician? Who was
Sir
guys? Somebody
Sir,
Raksha
I,
said
Joshi.
politician. Somebody said
uh,
politician. Who was this?
sir, I am Dr. Jyoti Tiwari.
Dr. Jyoti. You nailed it. Right? They are considered as the best speakers because they influence the masses only
Sir.
with their art of speaking.
Yes, sir.
They are least interested in listening. They are least interested in observing. They are least interested in making their commitments. Right? Still, they are able to influence the masses only by way of speaking. Right? Uh, so yes, Dhaneshwar also mentioned about politicians, salesmen. For me, teachers are not part of that best speakers. You'll be surprised. I have met hundreds of teachers who are not able to speak beyond their classroom. Class is the only place where they can speak, nowhere else. Forget about uh, the public platform. Within the college, they find it difficult to speak in front of their HOD. Principal is the next level and chairman is the next level. Even they are not able to speak well in front of their own HOD. Right? That's my experience. Yours could be different. Okay. So, like Dr. Supriya mentioned about listening, observation, and all these things, right? So, uh, now coming to the point, right? As per the dictionary, personal attributes that enable someone to interact effectively and harmoniously with other people. The key here is the other people. Why other people is mentioned in the dictionary, in the definition part? Or other people? Who are other people?
The people
Colleague,
who with you, or who are associated with you at the workplace.
maybe colleagues or
Yes, yes. So again, with whomsoever you are working, they are other people. And for the students part, right? For the students part, other people start from the interviewers. Okay. And as per my campus placements experience, right? Whenever we go to take the interviews in the campus, even the topper of the college find it difficult to speak in front of those other people. Even the topper, because he or she is only taught how to get the marks, nothing else. You look to come in your comfort zone. You want to be in your comfort zone before you start applying. And this is directly linked to our system. I'm assuming most of you are comfortable in Hindi. Anybody who's not comfortable in Hindi in the session? Okay, most of you. If there are one or two people, I'll try to manage, because few things are best said in Hindi than English part. वो बड़ा कॉमन स्टेटमेंट है ना, उससे बात मत करना, वो अनजान है, राइट? अननोन से बात मत करो, इससे बात मत करो, राइट? जो जान पहचान के उसी से बात करो. एंड देयर आर रीजंस फॉर दिस. इट्स नॉट कि वो आपको नहीं चाहते कि आप, वो आपको प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं. आवर सिस्टम इज वेरी प्रोटेक्टिव बिकॉज ऑफ मल्टीपल रीजंस. बट इस चक्कर में हमारे बच्चे सिर्फ नोन लोगों के सामने ही बात कर पाते हैं. एंड बेस्ट एग्जांपल, for some of the teachers or some of the professionals who are having their kids must be very naughty. Am I correct? You must be having a very naughty kid who's making your day like a nightmare every other day. Do any of you have such type of kids?
So that type of kids are very annoying.
Yeah, but when some unknown person or a stranger come to your house, are they same in front of those also? The moment they come?
So sometimes they are same, but sometimes they are different.
Think again.
So I believe like
No,
annoying.
hold on. Anju, hold on. Suppose an unknown person comes to you and your child is seeing that person for the first time. Will he or she react the same way, absolutely same way, the way he does or she is doing at home?
So what
In the
happened?
very first instance. In the very first instance of meeting.
No, sir.
No, sir. Because जो चिल्ड्रन छोटे बच्चे होते हैं उनको वो एक फोबिया होता है सेम फुल, लाइक वो शर्म करते हैं.
Absolutely. और अगर वो बंदा 2 दिन आपके घर में रह जाए तो तीसरे दिन शायद जो आपके साथ कर रहे होंगे उससे भी बुरा उसके साथ हो रहा होगा. जो आपके साथ होता होगा उससे भी बुरा उसके साथ हो रहा होगा बेचारे के साथ, राइट? And this is what I'm trying to say with the comfort zone. We look for the comfort zone before we start opening up. क्या इंटरव्यूअर, एज एन इंटरव्यूअर आपके पास ये ऑप्शन है जब आप इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हो कि इंटरव्यूअर आपको कंफर्ट जोन में ले आए आपको पहले इंटरव्यू लेने से पहले? एंड दैट्स द रीजन यू शिवर. मतलब मैंने बकायदा कांपते हुए बच्चे देखे हैं इंटरव्यू में, कांपते हुए. And it's not their fault. Again, the very reason we discuss right now, right? And this is the reason this other people concepts link the personality of our students. They are not getting the atmosphere, the environment where they can groom themselves to have the right soft skills or the professional skills to excel. Okay. Moving on. Why do we need soft skills? Why do we need soft skills?
To represent us in best way in front of others. So to represent us in an invest way to front of others.
Okay.
To make
Any
a
more?
good relationship.
Make a good relationship. Very good. A healthy relationship. Anybody else?
Team management, we are able to get the team management.
Team management. Anybody? Good.
Also, we can understand how to manage the official skills, and soft skills also give us the main thing, that is leadership.
Good. Anybody else?
So to increase performance and productivity.
To increase performance and productivity. Okay. That's a very deep, this is a very deep message hidden in this statement. Right? How will you relate this part? It's very easy statement. To increase performance and productivity with the soft skills. But what
Yes,
is
sir.
the relation? Right? It has a very deep meaning.
So by maintaining interpersonal relations.
So
Maintaining
soft,
interpersonal relations.
Usually we are very much full of content, but sometimes we see people who are very educated and who are full of content in themselves, but they fail to express themselves, or they fail to maintain interpersonal relationships among them. They fail to communicate, or maybe they fail to express in general. So that's where they fail, and that's where the productivity is well. So these soft skills help us in productivity.
Okay. Good example. Good example. So this reminds me of one of the campus placement drive. So one of my friend, whenever you go to campus drives, right? So you prior to COVID, right? We used to and prior to the mass campus recruitment, we used to have the students coming in front of us, right, in the classroom, and we used to go there. Right? It almost 10, 12 years back when things were not that organized. Okay, so, and once the students have taken their seat, he used to ask first three benchers to move out of the class. He used to ask first three benchers to move out of the class. As per him, usually first three benches are occupied by the studious people. And as per him, majority of the studious person are not good in this communication skills. That's what he used to think. So he used to ask them to go out. Again, he used to miss certain candidates because of this, but that's what his approach, right? Because he was the journalist, he was looking for journalism. Okay, he never used to hire the top three benchers of any colleges wherever he used to go. That's what he used to do. Again, that's his way of working. Okay, so now you do understand what are soft skills, why you need soft skills. Most important part, how to acquire these soft skills. By attending sessions like this one, will you be able to acquire soft skills? By having a classroom session where somebody coming on the board and writing, this is the interview skill, this is the presentation skill, this is the listening skill. Do you acquire soft skills by this, or how do you acquire those skills, these skills?
So we acquire this soft skill by learning, means by doing this, by practically doing this.
Okay, one
Unless
example
and
can you
until
share?
we'll not practice it.
Pushpa, one example can you share?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pushpa. Yes.
Yeah, one example can you share?
Yes, sir. For
It's very
example,
easy
sir,
to
there
say,
are
very easy to
as per
say. That's the reason I'm asking for an example. Go ahead.
uh, so like there are people who, as you said, that there are people who are full of knowledge, but it happens that when it comes to express, they are not able to express because they have not experienced that things. So it also happens like when we are given to participate in debate, but we hesitate to participate because we didn't believe in it, because we think that it is a public kind of speaking, and they start so much fear in their mind. So it is because that they have not did it, that they just feel so much insecure. But when they start doing it after 2 or 3 times, it becomes very easy for them. So it is the thing that unless and until you will not do this, you will not be able to inhibit these things in your habit.
Good example, Pushpa. And there is a statement
Soft
written
skill
by, I
into
think, Dr. Amol, be open to feedback. This is the most difficult one. Most difficult one. Sukanya, I will come back to you within a minute. Okay. Be open for the feedback. As per my experience, forget about students, more than 75 to 80% of professionals take feedback personally. ये मेरे को नीचा दिखाना चाहता है, इसलिए मुझे ऐसा बोल रहा है, बिल्कुल straight, right? This is the biggest, and majority of us, majority, I repeat, are not open for critical feedback. हमें कौन अच्छा लगता है? जो मीठा बोलता है. And all of us understand the people who are talking to you with the sugar coated words, they are not the one who are going to help you. Still, we like only those people. We don't like people who give critical or criticize any of your work. We don't like. Good point, Amol, Dr. Amol. Yeah, Sukanya, you were saying something.
Sir, it was one of the points, the feedback, one of the points I was mentioning. Also, sir, the theory depends on application. So, so far we have discussed all the definitions and meanings of soft skills, which included teamwork, which included communication, which included interpersonal skills. So, when one, after this theory session, when one begins to apply all these things, including the point, the feedback, where it involves two people, maybe then sir we will improve this is when we will start improving our soft skills.
Yeah, that's all right. Again, coming back to the question, right? How to acquire our skills? It's only and only by trying, right? I think Pushpa started that people hesitate, they have the content, they're not able to present, but over a period of time, when they start presenting, they start acquiring these skills, right? There is no shortcut, right? So you will not get any, your soft skills will not improve after end of this session. Your professional skills will not improve after end of this session, but you will get a track on which you need to kickstart your journey, how to improve these skills.
So
Okay.
can we
Yeah.
acquire through observation, sir? One's behavior, like if we can observe one's behavior, can that influence our soft skills?
It will definitely influence, but will your soft skills improve just by observing the way I am presenting? Will your presentation skills improve? Only if you are presenting, only then it will improve. Correct? Can you
Yeah, when we
learn?
put it in action.
Can you learn swimming by? Or let's talk about cricket, right? Can you learn cricket by looking how Sachin plays? Everybody is looking how Sachin plays, but are they able to master the way Sachin has done?
No.
So you have to put.
We can try to become.
You can, right? After observation, you will try.
Yes, sir.
Observation and listening is the first step to kickstart your journey. It is not the destination. That's the starting point. Right?
So, can we acquire soft skills by taking up the challenges or changes or taking initiatives?
Yes, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss those part. So in the interest of time, now at least you are clear. You have some idea what are soft skills, right? Why do we need soft skills, and how to acquire those soft skills, right? Most of you had some idea. We are clear with that. Let's move on to professional skills, which is the core focus. What are professional skills? What is your understanding of word professional skills? Any of you? Any guesstimate?
So, like the skills which are needed to succeed in our job space, like
Yes.
one
Yeah.
like One
That's
is
okay.
like our
Your skills
soft
required
skill,
to
like
succeed in your job, right? That's one.
yes.
Anything else?
So keeping it very formal. We can't be very, very informal and, just the way we behave in our personal lives. It has to be restricted to a particular limit when we are being professionals. And energy and all the
Good point,
motivation
Priya.
which is
Good point,
required
Priya.
to complete our professional tasks.
Good point, Priya. And with permission from all the females who are into this particular session, sometimes what happens when there is very thin line between a personal and a professional life, right? Sometimes when you interact with others, right, there are chances when you break your professional life and this people start taking it personally. So you have to be very careful, right? So that that thin line is always maintained between the personal and the professional life. Very good point, Priya. Anybody else want to add something? Okay, so with this, I'm assuming most of you do not have much idea about professional skills, right? So there is a mention that skills that help you to excel in your profession, they are the professional skills. Okay, but what those skills are, how to acquire those skills? Let's get into details of this part. So skills that help you to retain your job, skills that help you to grow in your career. Unfortunately, nobody can teach you these skills. These skills are acquired. They help in your personal life too. That's my understanding of professional skills, right? This is based on my past experiences, and there is no such written statement I've seen anywhere, any place, at any place. Okay, skills that help you to retain your job, grow in your career, they are not taught, they are acquired. They help you in your personal life too. These are the professional skills, and what those skills are. Okay, you know what? Most of you have these professional skills. Most of you. It just we don't realize that part because we have never put those skills into practice. So some of the skills are teamwork and collaboration. What is your understanding of what team? We'll discuss every single point in detail. What is your understanding of what teamwork and collaboration? Just that four or five of you are working as a team. Is that a teamwork or something else? So those who are not speaking,
Sir,
if they can uh, keep themselves on mute, it will be great. Yeah, somebody was saying something.
sir,
Thank you.
it is exchanging of opinion while working and respecting each other's perception on the topic or content, and working on the same objective. Group of people works on the same objective as a teamwork.
Okay. So for me, a typical uh, class book answer, right? That's my way of representing. So don't feel bad, but that's how I see this as a reply. Okay, this is not the. So those who are not speaking, can they please go on mute? Rajendra ji, I think, can you go on mute? You are not
Yes,
speaking, if
Rajendra
possible.
sir, please mute yourself. I request you.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Teamwork part?
Yes, sir. Can I say?
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, teamwork, we are not a boss. We are a leader, and we are helping other members to complete the task as a leader.
No, no,
So,
no, no,
because
no, 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 no.
whenever we
You're
are doing
you're
some,
entering into the next zone, leadership part.
okay, okay, okay. So,
You are
okay,
entering into
okay.
leadership. I'm talking about team.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about
okay,
leaders as of
okay,
now. So we'll discuss the leadership
okay,
also,
okay, no problem.
right?
So, in yeah,
So anybody else want to add something? And
Yeah.
you know, that's how, that's the reason I wanted to have a discussions part. Because if I just teach, right, what is your opinion, what is your understanding, it will never come out. With this, it's not that whatever I'm speaking is 100% correct. I'm just sharing my experiences with all of you. I may end up learning some points from you also, which I might have never thought of. Okay. So that's the reason we are having a discussion. Okay. So that we understand what is your opinion, what is your interpretation, and then we align as a team. Yes, that's what it is all about.
Can I say about collaboration?
Go ahead.
So, in collaboration, uh, two people or two communities or two companies are working at the same pace, and but they have different activities, or we can say they are engaging with different activities, but because they need some helping hand, we can say, or a team which can help them whenever they need, because sometimes we are stuck somewhere and we need a partner who can help us to come out. So teamwork and collaboration help us to continue our work, to continue our activities with the help of others, because as we all know, whenever we are working somewhere, whether we are professional, either we are professional, we sometimes we stuck at some places and we need to decide something. So we need a person as a partner. So teamwork and
Okay.
collaboration shows whenever you are partner in partnership, activities might be different, but they can help each other, and they can say discuss, and in this manner, at the same page, at the same pace, under the same roof, person or the clients can get this get two things, and they don't need to roam here and there for the same thing.
Nidhi, what is your profile?
Sir, actually, I'm also a trainer of spoken English and personality development.
Yeah, and
Plus,
that
I'm
I was
a
about to
school
say about, I
principal.
was about to say the same thing. I think you are a typical school teacher for me. That's how it is.
Sir,
That's
I
how
am
I
a
did
school
this part.
principal actually.
Yeah,
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 you can say
perfectly
I'm a
fine,
school
right?
principal.
Yeah, great,
Yeah,
great, great. And you
thank
know,
you very
these are the things. And honestly, I may not be able to explain the way you have done because I'm more of a practical person.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. However,
Your comments meant me a lot. Where I always take all the things positively. So
good,
thanks a lot.
good, good. And that right, that's all right. So there are things which I can learn from you, there are things which you can learn from me, and this is where we work as a team together, right? I don't have everything, you don't have everything. Together as a team we have many things. Okay.
Thank you very
So
much.
if it's come,
Yeah.
if it comes to the practical aspect, right, you may not have the replies which I might be having. If it's come to the theoretical aspect, I may not have the answers that you might be having, right? That's how it is. Yes, Ankita, you were saying something?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, Syed Alvi sir also raised
Yeah, sure.
his hand. Sir, Syed Alvi sir.
Think you might be having some challenges. Let's move on.
Yes, sir. Sir
Uh,
Sukanya has also raised her hand.
yeah, so Sukanya, would you like to hold on? I'll prefer those who are not speaking up, right? Because that's the
Okay,
first
sir.
learning for all of you. That's the first learning for all of you. The candidates who are not, the participants who are not speaking up, right? Use this platform to open up. That's how you take your first step. I want you to take your first step in today's session. I may not be there with your journey, but I can help you to kickstart your journey by taking the first step. Okay. So those who are also
Sir, the
speaking up,
voice is very low, sir, not audible.
is it only for you or is
How
it for others
can
also?
I increase my volume?
Is it
Ma'am,
only
you are
for
Sir,
you
perfectly
this is
or
audible.
is it
Dr.
for others?
Devika.
Dr. Devika, I think you need to check something at your end because for most of
Sir's
the
voice
people
is
it is okay.
perfectly audible.
So you need to check at your end.
Okay.
Okay. So, right. And as a team, those who are speaking up as a team is right. And here I take to the leadership level. There are few members within the team who will be leaders, and it becomes the duty of the leaders to involve and engage and the entire team. Not just take the opportunity to present or represent themselves repeatedly, but ensure entire team is able to participate, engage, involve. Because you might be knowing who is not speaking up, who might be having answer but hesitates. Let's encourage them. Let's motivate them to speak up. For me, this is the teamwork and collaboration. Just think of cricket or hockey, our two very popular games. The real team games, correct? When ball is in the air, three players running from three different directions to catch the ball. But still, there is enough coordination, right? Who will take and what if that person fumbles? There is a backup also. That kind of coordination, that kind of engagement, that kind of involvement is required for team to succeed. Unfortunately, not even Howard, not even Kellogg's, right? Go to any bigger schools, nobody can teach these skills to become a master. They can only show you the board. These skills are this. They can not help you to acquire those skills. You have to do on your own. Continuous learning. Second point, continuous learning. Right? I think this is self-explanatory. You'll have to continuously learn. Once you are out from college, the learning not stops. Learning is the lifelong part. Effective communication. So some of you mentioned communication, right? What is the first step towards communication for you as a student? Let's talk about the student part. For you as a student, what is the first step towards communication?
So to
Study
understand
language.
the thing,
To understand the thing. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir,
Sir,
listening.
Listening. Sir, listening.
Who's saying listening?
to me,
Ma'am,
Sukanya
sir, Neetu.
and Pushpa. Yeah, Neetu.
Pushpa and Neetu are saying listening. Right?
Sir,
Great.
Neetu.
Neetu. Great. Yes, Dr.
Yes.
Supriya. Listening and observation. This is the first step. Right? So I have very good audience today. Right? Not every other day I end up meeting such a great audience who understand all these things. But see, if only two of you know, you help the entire. Just see, most of the replies you yourself are giving. I'm not even giving the replies. Right? But we as a team need to get the best from each other. There are skills which are there with Jyoti, there are skills with Devika, there are skills with Supriya, there are skills with Ankita. Can all four of you work together to ensure that you can exchange your skills? That should be the goal part. Not easy. Pushpa, loud readings. Not from the student's perspective. It is very good for the presentation's perspective. Good point. But from the presentation's perspective, loud reading is the great thing. Okay. And here I want to make small tweak in this part? Or maybe let me ask you, Pushpa, only. Do you read one sentence, one paragraph, or you read more than that?
So, like, yes, I read more than that. But the thing, when we were child, our one English teacher used to say all the time, your reading will improve, your communication will improve. Just start reading louding. Just start reading louding,
Very,
whatever
very,
you do.
very, very
Even
true. Very true. It improves. But how? That point I want to come, because how it will improve?
yes, sir, because
By
our
reading
tongue opens
one
up, sir.
paragraph only once or more than once?
So if we are in regular, if
I think you lost. Okay. So let me tweak this part. Read the same paragraph at least 3 to 4 times. Same paragraph at least 3 to 4 times, and you will see the difference on your own. Reading one paragraph only once will not improve. And keep increasing the what do you say, the complexity or the language part. Keep increasing the difficult words in that particular paragraph, so that it improves your pronunciation and your presentation part. Keep doing that part. Okay, so that's a good point, Pushpa. Okay, so we were talking about communication, right? We already said that listening is the first step, because if you are not even listening, your communication will not even kick off. Okay, problem solving. कॉलेज में सब कुछ खराब होता है, राइट? चाय अच्छी नहीं है, ये प्रॉब्लम है, कैंटीन अच्छी नहीं है, वो टीचर अच्छा नहीं है, ये टीचर अच्छी नहीं है, टाइम खराब कराते हैं, नॉर्मल प्रॉब्लम्स है। सीट टूटी पड़ी है, कभी सफाई नहीं होती है, और भी पूरी लिस्ट होगी प्रॉब्लम्स की। कौन कौन सी कोई लिस्ट शेयर करेगा? और कौन कौन सी प्रॉब्लम्स है? टीचर्स के सामने खुल के आज बोलने का मौका है। कोई एक प्रॉब्लम जो आप पब्लिकली शेयर कर सको प्लेटफॉर्म पे कॉलेज की? एनीथिंग विच यू कैन शेयर? I'm sure you will not, your marks will not get deducted for sharing this problem, right? So you can share openly.
Not at all, sir. They are free to share.
Yeah. Any other problems that you want to share? Any one problem? कुछ तो होगा यार, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता कि problem ना
Sir,
हो।
especially that those hostelers जो hostel में रहते हैं, they have complaints about hostel
खाना अच्छा
food.
नहीं है।
Yes, sir.
हाँ, खाना अच्छा नहीं है, कॉकरोच है, चिपकली है, सब घूम रहे हैं,
Yes.
सफाई तो कभी होती नहीं है, राइट? वो वार्डन 11 बजे आके हंगामा शुरू कर देती है, रूम में जाओ, इसके बाद एंट्री नहीं मिलेगी, बाहर घूम के नहीं आ सकते, लेट नाइट शो नहीं देख सकते, राइट? Still problems. How many times you made complaints for these problems? How many times? Any count? 1, 10, 100, 500? ये lost the count. इतनी complaint कर चुके, count भी भूल गए अब. Any such? No such thing?
No, sir.
No such count.
Sir, actually, right now they are in online mode, so no hostel complaints.
So any other complaint? Too much of यार क्या 4-4 घंटे की सुबह रोज क्लास करा देते हो, आधी टाइम तो नींद आ रही होती है,
Yes,
राइट?
sir.
पता ही
It
नहीं
is a
चलता,
common problem, sir.
राइट? पता ही नहीं
Common
चलता वो
complaint.
क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या नहीं बोल रहे हैं।
सर आज की संडे वाली क्लास भी
हाँ, आज संडे वाली क्लास जबरदस्ती बुला लिया, राइट? So, but how many times do you approach your seniors with a solution to a problem? कभी अप्रोच किया? ये प्रॉब्लम है, इसका
यस सर
सॉल्यूशन नहीं हो सकता। किस किसने अप्रोच किया है?
Yes, sir.
सर
तो
अंशु
डॉक्टर अश्विनी जी ने हैंड रेज किया है, डॉक्टर अश्विनी जी ने।
So, Dr. Ashwini, do you have any example of approaching with the solution to a problem to your higher ups? So if we have the question reply related to this, we can take up. Any of you, have you ever approached your higher ups with the solution to a problem? Anyone? Maybe they can speak up. They don't need to raise hands. Have you
Yes, sir.
approached? Yeah. And can you give an example?
Sir, we have approached to Jyoti ma'am.
Hmm.
सर फॉर कॉलेज कब खुलेगा?
ओके, तो अब इस सॉल्यूशन का तो शायद मोदी जी के पास भी आंसर नहीं होगा. राइट, ये क्वेश्चन है. एंड guys, try to understand why I am asking you, because many times we are not even clear what are we talking about. Right, Anju? So, and this is for all of you. Do not assume and start replying. Do not assume and start replying. And most of you make this mistake at interview. क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, यूएस का प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन है? तो बोला बहुत दिनों से मिला नहीं उससे सर. प्राइम मिनिस्टर की बात हो रही है, आप क्वेश्चन सुनते नहीं हो, समझ नहीं आया तो भी आंसर देना शुरू कर देते हो. राइट? एंड again, Anju, this is not to criticize or demotivate you. This is to say, right? My point was, do you have any example where you approached to higher ups with the solution to a problem? And you mentioned about a question. Correct? That's what you shared, Anju. Correct? So try to figure out, if you're not clear with the question, right? Ask the person to repeat or rephrase your understanding of question before replying to the question. This will help you in the whole life. Have you ever rephrased or shared your understanding of the question before you replied to that particular question? Any of you? Can you give an example of this? Any of you? So that's the first thing you need to keep in mind. Do not start replying to a question unless and until you are very clear what it should be. Okay? So problem solving, all are great in sharing the problems. We hardly approach our higher ups with the solution to a problem. Most of the times, अरे यार जब भी लेके जाओ उसने कौन सा सुनना है. And I give you one of the very great examples. One of my bosses, right, he used to get in a meeting with few professionals by putting cotton in his ears. कान में रुई डाल के वो मीटिंग करने जाते थे. I had a very good rapport with that person. I asked, why you even need to meet that person when you have to put cotton in your ears? He said, यार वो काम अच्छा करता है लेकिन वो सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम लेके आता है, कभी सोल्यूशन तो उसके पास होता नहीं किसी चीज का. सुनना भी पड़ता है उसको मजबूरी में. कान लगा के थोड़ा तो मेरे दिमाग में कम जाएगा ना. Are you creating that kind of rapport for yourself in front of your bosses? If you approach with your seniors only with problems, maybe you also end up creating a similar rapport of yours with your higher ups. Do you want to be that person? आप चाहोगे ऐसा बनना? कोई भी चाहेगा ऐसा बनना?
No, sir.
Right. If you don't want to be that, always approach with the solution, even if it is not accepted. At least you are taking a decision. You are providing an option. Sometimes your higher ups also are not clear. What is the solution? What is the possibility? How do you resolve this? They may get some idea based on your suggestions. So always approach with a solution to a problem, not a problem only. Innovation, design thinking. So I'm not touching this topic. This is a bit complex, design thinking part. Innovation, we'll discuss a few steps later. Flexibility. So before flexibility, we'll cover this point. Agility, inspection and adaptation. Has anybody heard this term previously? Agility, inspection, adaptation. Any of you? Have you ever heard this? Agility, inspection, adaptation. No one? किसी ने भी नहीं सुना? ये वर्ड ही नहीं सुना?
Yes, sir, we have heard, but we are
No
not
idea.
clear with the meaning.
Good. And this is what I need to know. Priya, thank you for coming up like this. Out of 70 plus participants, right, only one had the courage to say, no, I don't know. That courage is missing in most of us. अभी हमारे ऑफिस में भी यही होता है, वो ऊपर वाला बॉस अपने दिमाग में बोल रहा है, किसी में ये हिम्मत नहीं होगी बोल क्या रहा है वो पूछने की, मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Right?
Can I try, sir?
You want to make a guess?
Yes, sir. I'm one of the guests.
No. Do you want to make a guess?
Oh, guess? Yeah, of course, sir. Of course.
Go ahead.
Sir, agile means when we are trying to talk about technology, which is very much new, and we are trying to understand what it is all about and try to adopt that in our work culture. So first we should start with inspecting and then moving ahead with learning most a part of it and then adopting in our work culture. I think this is all about very close to.
Nice guess, but this is not new.
Okay.
It is termed as new, right? Because the thing called agility started about 20 years back. Okay. But Indian culture, Indian heritage, I think even if you go to 5,000 years back, they were more agile than us. Okay. So the advanced countries, they are trying to adopt what Indians were doing 5,000 years back. Okay, so let's take a very good example of this part. कभी भी किसी की कोई ट्रेन या फ्लाइट मिस हुई है इस ग्रुप में?
Yes, sir.
ट्रेन, बस, फ्लाइट किसकी?
The Neetu train miss हुई.
Neetu, you are speaking for the first time. Am I correct?
No, sir.
नहीं, मुझे वो
to that I have.
नहीं, I want a person who has not spoken up till now. उनमें से किसी की ट्रेन, बस, फ्लाइट कुछ मिस हुआ है कभी जो अभी तक नहीं बोले? कोई भी ऐसा किसी की नहीं हुई ना? कभी ट्रेन, बस, फ्लाइट कुछ भी मिस नहीं हुआ किसी का भी जो अब तक नहीं बोले? Any of you want to try? Neetu, then we'll come back to you if we don't find any others. Nobody?
सर कैन आई से समथिंग? मेरी ट्रेन और बस तो मिस नहीं हुई है. मेरे बेटे की एक बार फ्लाइट मिस हुई थी. वो कैब से जा रहा था एंड ऑल. सो बस ये हुआ है. बट कैन आई से समथिंग अबाउट फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी एंड एजिलिटी?
No. Okay. We'll come back. We'll come back to this flexibility part. Let's discuss the example first. Let's discuss the example
agility.
first. Yeah. No.
Okay. Then example, for example, I can say that मेरे बेटे की एक बार फ्लाइट मिस हुई है because वो कैब से उसने कैब की थी एंड कैब वाले ने लेट पहुंचाया.
तो वहां पहुंच के उसने फिर क्या किया जब फ्लाइट मिस हो गई? अब क्या करना है नेक्स्ट?
Yeah, then he asked to everyone कि क्या हो सकता है वहां पर उसने हेल्प मांगी but no one helped. Then he got an substitution कि आप नेक्स्ट डे जा सकते हो इसी कैब की जो आपने अभी तक पेमेंट की थी उसी पेमेंट पे बस थोड़ी सी आपकी एक्स्ट्रा लगेगी तो वो एक्स्ट्रा जो 3-4 हजार लगे वो उसको लगाने पड़े वहां पे. And again he came back and next day he went now.
नहीं तो आपको कैब की पेमेंट एक्स्ट्रा करनी पड़ी या फ्लाइट की पेमेंट एक्स्ट्रा करनी पड़ी?
नहीं, फ्लाइट की कैब वाले की तो बल्कि लेनी चाहिए थी, उसने लेट पहुंचाया. जबकि शॉर्ट रास्ता था वो शॉर्ट से नहीं गया, वो जबरदस्ती लॉन्ग रूट से गया कि ये अब हमारे को प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा. एंड फ्रॉम दैट डे वी हैव डिसाइडेड कि मैं कभी कैब नहीं करवाऊंगी, जाना होगा तो मैं खुद छोड़ के आऊंगी.
Good one. So that's a learning part. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the same situation when he missed the flight and he is at the airport. Right? What next? उसने क्या किया? आप सीधा फ्लाइट वालों से बात करी या सीधा आपको कॉल किया, क्या किया?
या उसने पहले फ्लाइट वालों से पहले उसने मुझे कॉल किया. देन आई सजेस्टेड कि फ्लाइट वालों से बात करो कि अगर अभी 2 घंटे बाद या कुछ मिल सकता है क्योंकि वापस घर आना तो मेरे को 1 घंटे लगेगा लेने जाने में. देन उसको लेके आऊंगी तो मूड भी सारा ऑफ हो जाता है एंड ऑल, और उसको जाना जरूरी था फॉर एग्जाम्स एंड ऑल. देन ही टोल्ड कि उन्होंने बोला है दैट यू कैन टेक अ नेक्स्ट डे फ्लाइट क्योंकि अब तो कोई है ही नहीं फ्लाइट. हैदराबाद जाना था दिल्ली से. सो अभी कोई फ्लाइट है नहीं, सो यू कैन डे नेक्स्ट डे फ्लाइट. और हम इतना कर सकते हैं कि पूरे पैसे नहीं भर के जो आपके पैसे जमा हो गए 6,000 वो हम रख लेते हैं प्लस 3,000 और देने पड़ेंगे.
ठीक है. तो ये कितनी देर में पूरा रिजॉल्व हुआ? पूरा से
इट टुक 30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Now let's change the track. Suppose you were flying, you missed the flight, and you were on a college trip. Hello.
Yes, Nidhi ma'am. Ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So निधि जी, suppose वो आपकी फ्लाइट थी, आपकी लेकिन पर्सनल फ्लाइट नहीं थी, आपकी कॉलेज के थ्रू वो फ्लाइट थी. आपको कॉलेज रीजन से वो आपकी फ्लाइट मिस हो गई है, तो भी क्या आपको लगता है कि आप 30-40 मिनट्स में वो सब कुछ रिजॉल्व कर पाती या उसके लिए कुछ और प्रोसेस होता है उसके लिए?
सर आई कांट से बिकॉज तरीका तो वही था ना कि हमारे को उससे बात करनी पड़ती क्योंकि अब और कोई फ्लाइट थी नहीं वहां की.
नहीं ठीक है, उन्होंने सब कुछ बता दिया. सपोज वो बोलते हैं 4,000 एक्स्ट्रा लगेंगे, सेम केस है. व्हाट नेक्स्ट? आप क्या करेंगे? आप हाँ बोल दें, आप अपनी तरफ से हाँ बोल पाएंगे?
नहीं, तब में हम अपनी तरफ से हाँ नहीं बोलते हैं. देन वी विल टॉक फॉर द प्रोफेशनली पर्सन. We will think about professionally. फिर हम बात करते हैं प्रोफेशनल के लिए कि भाई हम क्या कर सकते हैं. These are the things and then.
किससे बात करेंगे?
The person जो भी हमारे ऑफिशियल है, as you said that this is a professional flight or professional for professional reason.
नहीं.
Okay.
आपको सेम केस है, उसने आपको बोल दिया 4,000 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा लगेंगे.
Yes.
ठीक है. So आप अपने आप हाँ बोलेंगे या पहले कॉलेज में किसी से कंफर्म करेंगे कि क्या मैं ये ले लूं या नहीं?
I will confirm first.
You will confirm the college. ठीक है. आपने कॉलेज वाले को फोन किया, वहां पे वो एडमिन बैठा हुआ है, वो बोलता है मैडम मैं तो सिर्फ साइन कर सकता हूँ, मुझे तो प्रिंसिपल का अप्रूवल चाहिए.
जी.
ठीक है. राइट. उसके हाथ में तो अप्रूवल का प्रोसेस तो उसके हाथ में भी नहीं है, वो तो सिर्फ साइन करने के लिए बैठा है.
Yes.
राइट. वो प्रिंसिपल के पास जाएगा. राइट. प्रिंसिपल के साथ ऐसे कभी केस हुआ नहीं है, वो पूछेंगे पहले मैं चेयरमैन से पूछ लूं.
राइट.
सेम सिनेरियो है, लेकिन क्या हो गया है? हेलो. यू आर ऑडिबल. So ma'am, scenario is same. I think she's not, but
yes, hello sir. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yes.
Yeah, but the decision became slower because system got involved into this.
Right. Very true.
Right. So
right.
Though you were able to inspect, you were able to adapt, but your decision got slower because there
Yeah.
is a process involved, there is a system involved. In your own personal
Correct.
flight, there was no such thing.
Yeah. Right. Right. Very true.
So, right, you all were agile.
Right.
You were able to figure out
Yeah.
everything. It's
Correct.
only you do not have the decision making power in your system process,
In my hand or rubber process.
right? So though
Right.
you were agile, you inspected the problem, you adapted
Yeah.
as per the problem, you found the
Yeah.
solution too, but to
Yeah.
implement the part, you need a decision from the higher ups.
Correct. Correct.
Correct? So same
Correct.
scenario, but in two different contexts, your decision got slower. क्या
Right.
ऐसा आपके वर्क में भी होता है? Decision
Yeah.
because of the decision,
Obviously.
because of the decision, things
Hmm.
get delayed.
Yeah. It's obvious and it happens many times.
Right? So the
Right.
decision making part, can you see this part? So
Yeah.
can you empower your team to make the decision for your day-to-day activities, या आपको हर चीज के लिए आपको अप्रूवल चाहिए? If you are putting a process where every single step change needs an approval from the top, you are killing the agility of your team. You are killing the
Correct.
inspection, adaptation, and flexibility of your team by not allowing them to take day-to-day decisions.
Very true.
Okay. And these are the professional skills which most of us don't even understand. एक ही एग्जाम्पल में आपको डिसीजन मेकिंग, इंस्पेक्शन, अडेप्शन, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, सारी चीजें एक ही में कवर हो गई. इवन द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग
Yeah.
पार्ट.
Right. Right.
Only one example.
Right.
Now implementing this is not easy. I repeat, implementing this is not easy. In one of the assignment, I was asked to make the team agile. ओके बोलते हैं कि वे लोग अपने आप डिसीजन ले सकें, उनको इतना आप एम्पावर कर दो. मैंने कहा भैया अगर आपको ये करना है, आपकी टीम की प्रोडक्टिविटी 25% कम हो जाएगी 3 महीने के लिए. आर यू रेडी फॉर दिस? नो, आई एम नॉट रेडी फॉर दिस. देन आई कांट मेक योर टीम एजाइल. कैन यू मेक योर कॉलेज एजाइल? इट्स अ बिग टाइम टास्क.
So can I ask you something?
या गो अहेड.
You were saying that if the agile power is given to the people, to the our
Not agile power.
teammates.
Not agile power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not agile power. Agility
Yeah.
is a methodology.
Okay.
Agility is a methodology. Yeah. Okay. So where we talk about inspection, adaptation, transparency, flexibility, team empowerment, these are the things in which we talk about in agility.
तो सर एजिलिटी मींस कि जो हमारे टीममेट्स हैं या हमारे सबऑर्डिनेट्स हैं, हम उनको ये पावर दें दैट दे कैन टेक द डिसीजन ऑन द स्पॉट वेयरएवर नीडेड. दैट इज द एजिलिटी, राइट?
No, that's not the agility.
Yeah, then
this is one of the facets of the agility.
Okay,
agility is about inspection and adaptation.
Okay, so
but
if we are giving
what?
If we are giving the power, you said that मैंने किसी को बोला कि हम अगर लोगों को ये पावर देते हैं that on the spot they can take the decision, right? और तो उनकी प्रोडक्टिविटी कुछ % कम हो जाएगी. How it is
नहीं
possible?
नहीं, तो मैंने ये नहीं बोला. मैंने ये बोला कि जब हम उनको ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए स्टार्ट करेंगे तो कुछ टाइम के लिए उनकी प्रोडक्टिविटी कम हो जाएगी.
Okay.
But once they are totally into the self-organization mode, then it will go increase like anything. So at times you need to slow down to speed up.
ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मीन्स कि हमें दूसरों से जो परमिशन लेनी है उसकी जगह हम खुद प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी हमारे अंदर आ जाए. That is the transformation you are seeing, right?
This is one of the things. This is one of the many things.
Okay.
Okay, this is one of the many things. Okay, where the executor is empowered to take their day-to-day decisions. कि हर चीज के लिए उनको ऊपर ना जाना पड़े. This is called self-organization, team empowerment, okay, inspection, adaptation, flexibility. All these things are taken care into this part. And as of now, as per my limited knowledge, not even a single educational institute in the world has adopted agility at work. Not even a single education institute in the whole world. I am not talking to India. No one has adopted.
You are right.
agility.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
because
true.
they are forced to be a part of a system which is controlled by other bodies.
Very
अपना
true.
एग्जांपल ले
Because
लें.
I had,
आपका
yeah, I
यूजीसी
had
आ गया,
worked,
आपका एआईसीटी आ गया, राइट, आपका एनएचआरडी आ गया, सब बहुत सारे सिस्टम्स आपके सिस्टम में आते हैं. फिर कॉलेज के अपने रूल्स रेगुलेशंस बने हुए हैं, अपने प्रोसेस बने हुए हैं. यू हैव टू फॉलो एवरीथिंग. इतने ज्यादा हो जाते हैं, उसमें आसान नहीं है एजिलिटी लेके आना, राइट. बट ऑन द पॉजिटिव साइड, राइट, फॉर दिस आई विल से कि कोविड ने बहुत बहुत कुछ चेंज कर दिया है. You immediately switch to online mode within a period of 3 months. Most of the colleges, correct? They shifted to online mode in less than 3 months. So they were very flexible. They inspected, adapted, and they took the decision to opt for online education. They changed the way they used to evaluate the student. They changed the way they used to give the marks. Correct? And this is what education, this is what is leading the education institutes to start thinking, should we adopt agile ways of working or not? Right? Do you want to bring agility in your institutes? If you need any help, you can come back to me. I can help you to kickstart. At least there are things which can be initiated, but not everything. Okay. So we have discussed few things, right? Time management, leadership, conflict management. Some of you already mentioned these things when we were discussing what are professional skills and soft skills. So for me, conflict management and leadership are part of the professional skills, not the soft skills part. Okay. Why professional skills? Because these things helps you to not only retain your job, but grow in your career. These are some of the professional skills which institute or your place of work is looking from you, which nobody can teach you in the classroom. Has anybody attended any training session on these topics? I think time management, conflict management, decision, इनके ऊपर बहुत सारी ट्रेनिंग्स होती हैं. कभी किसी ने अटेंड करी है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Apart from P, anybody else? Anybody else apart from Pia who has attended the sessions on these topics?
And also, sir, this is Dr. Devika.
Yeah, Dr. Devika.
Yeah, I have attended, and in fact, I have also conducted sessions in the corporate for the same topics.
Okay. So I'm not looking for the people who have conducted because my opinions differs on this particular one. So I'm looking for the person who attended this part. Only attended, not presented. So Priya, have you attended or presented?
Sir, I have attended.
You have attended. Okay. So I'm sure.
Sir, I have given these trainings.
Oh, you have given. Okay, then let me go back to Priya. Priya, I'm sure there must have been many games, activities, and those particular sessions, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? Why? कहीं सो ना जाओ आप यार, इतना बोरिंग सेशन होते हैं ये, कहीं सो ना जाओ, क्योंकि मैं खुद देता हूं, मुझे पता है वाई वी डू ऑल दिस तंत्रास मंत्रास, जस्ट टू एंश्योर कि हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट सो ना जाए उस सेशन में. बट थिंक अगेन, have your skills improved even by 25% after attending that session?
Yes, sir.
या एक्चुअली में, क्योंकि बहुत से लोग होते हैं जब हम फीडबैक लेते हैं तो मैक्सिमम लोग ये बोलते हैं यार हुआ क्या था, हम मजा तो बहुत आया था यार उस सेशन में, लेकिन लर्निंग क्या थी, लर्निंग क्या थी? They are not able to even relate the sessions with the real life challenges. This is what I have heard. How about you? Were you able to relate?
Yes, sir, but the training which I attended, it was in an online mode. So that was basically applicable more to the online sessions. But I don't really think I really agree with you that they are not really applicable in real life.
Yeah. So just see, you have attended a session, and most of the times, if majority of the participants are saying, यार मजा तो बहुत आया यार उसमें, अरे क्या गेम्स थे यार, भाई लेकिन लर्निंग क्या थी उसमें? Majority of the participants are not able to relate about the learning part. If there is no learnings, right, वो तो एक सेशन था, तो अगर उसके ऊपर सपोज यूजीसी कल को एक टॉपिक बना दे, टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज ए टॉपिक, 6 महीने आपका टॉपिक चलेगा, क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग होगी, उसके बाद एग्जाम होगा, जो कंफर्म करेगा आपको टाइम मैनेजमेंट आता है कि नहीं, आपने एग्जाम क्लियर कर लिया तो. यूजीसी एंड दूसरा दिस इग्नू, यूजीसी के पास बेशक ना हो, इग्नू के पास हर टॉपिक के ऊपर ट्रेनिंग और कोर्सेज है, फैकल्टी हो ना हो, हर टॉपिक के ऊपर उसके पास कोर्सेज और ट्रेनिंग है इग्नू के पास. एक बार इग्नू के डीन से बात हो रही थी, बोलते हैं यार देखो बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ आवर्स, टॉपिक मार्केट में बाद में आता है, हमारा उसका कंटेंट पहले तैयार हो जाता है. ठीक है. What is the value add of having those sessions if you're not resulting into anything? Conflict management, very important topic for those who have not responded so far. Are they part of any college level teams now or in past, or were they part of any college level teams? कोई प्लेसमेंट टीम हुआ, कोई डिजाइन टीम, इनोवेशन टीम, or fun team, outing team, any of you who were part of any such teams in college or school? No one? या चेक करना पड़ेगा, वो सब सो तो नहीं रहे कि ऑन करके चले गए बस.
Sir,
Okay,
I'm an active member of training and placement cell.
Okay.
Even cultural activities also, and I'm in IQSC committee also.
Okay. So कितनी बार टीम में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होते हैं? इसको नहीं बुलाना यार, उसको बुलाना है.
No, sir. Actually, we are into like we want 100% like attendance of all the members.
No,
So,
my question is different. Suppose Jyoti, Ankita, me are part of your team. Jyoti says राजीव को बुलाना है, अंकिता बोलती है कि मोदी को बुलाना है. ठीक है, मैं बोलता हूँ अडवाणी को बुलाना है, और आपका मन है कि प्रिंसिपल मैम को बुलाना है. अब
yes, sir.
डिसीजन
Like,
कैसे होगा? ऐसा कभी सिनेरियो आया है?
सर होता है, बट वो डिले हो जाता है फिर डिसीजन लेने में. लाइक फिर वो वहीं पे फिर वो स्टॉप हो जाता है, एंड देन फाइनली वी आर
डिसीजन
इनटू लाइक
फाइनल डिसीजन किसका माना जाता है?
फाइनल डिसीजन. सर लाइक
खुद का.
तो वो डिपेंड करता है, लाइक नाउ लास्ट में फाइनल डिसीजन ऐसा हो जाता है, नाउ हु इज अवेलेबल. इतना
ठीक
लेट
है
हो जाता है कभी कभी हु इज अवेलेबल, सो उनका डिसीजन फिर फाइनल माना जाता है। एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम लाइक जो थोड़े मतलब सीनियर्स होते हैं, सो उनका डिसीजन वी यूज टू टेक एंड वी गो अहेड।
हाँ, तो ये हमारे कुछ इंडिया की बहुत पुरानी कल्चर है, जो बड़ा बोलते हमें वो मानना है, वेदर यू एग्री और नॉट। ये इंडिया में राइट, देयर आर रीजंस फॉर इट, समटाइम ड्यू टू रिस्पेक्ट, समटाइम्स क्योंकि हमें सिखाया गया है जो बड़े बोलते हैं वो ठीक है, उनको रिस्पेक्ट देना है हमको, राइट
यस सर, यस
राइट। And sometimes they have power also, which we don't have. Okay, and most of the times conflicts are not resolved by such ways. वो टीम एम्पावरमेंट वाली जो चीज बोल रहा था, राइट, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन, दिस इज नॉट द बेस्ट वे टू रिजॉल्व द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स। इसमें अगेन as you rightly said, decision is getting slower because of this part, because you are not empowered to take your day-to-day decisions, and you don't know how to take decisions when there is a conflict, right?
yes sir,
Especially the team agreement part, it's very difficult to agree on one thing, right? It's very difficult for me to disagree on what Jyotish is saying. It's very difficult for you to disagree what principal ma'am is saying. तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, because that's what we have seen, learned, heard, practiced from the birth itself. It's not that we want to go against them. It's just if you keep the school or college interest in mind, all of us are working to promote the college, not for the self-interest. So college growth is the only motive if all of us has. The decision taking gets faster. If you take this to the personal level, your decision taking will get slower, your conflict resolution will get slower. So all these professional skills should be linked to a goal. Unless and until that goal is not there, these professional skills will not help you to get the right decisions. Now you got some idea with the discussions, the examples that you yourself shared, right? And I share, there was no example from my side. All examples from your side, all situations from your side. I just helped them to bring on the table and relate those examples with the terms that are termed as professional skills. Are you able to relate what are professional skills? You got some insights and how these things will help you at your work. Are you able to relate? Even if it's one statement. Any of you? So I just see Ankita and Jyoti nodding their heads. What about others? Anybody want to share? Do you have any questions? Do you got some idea what are professional skills? How they are different from soft skills? How they value add at work? Any of you? I'm just looking for yes, no. Are you able to relate? Yes, no. Anything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. Thank you. So, right. I also need a booster like yes and no. Okay. Any of you have heard the term NASCOM? Any of you? NASCOM? Anybody knows what is NASCOM? NASCOM is the
No, sir.
biggest.
First time.
Who's saying?
So, Sukanya.
Yeah, Sukanya?
So, I was saying I haven't heard of NASCOM. It's for the first time.
Great. Thank you. So I think after Priya, we have one more person who's had the courage to say, no, I've not heard. I like that. Thank you so much. Okay. So NASCOM is the biggest body of the software companies of India. Okay, just like you have UGC for the academicians, we have NASCOM for the software companies. As per the NASCOM, some of the professional skills which are defined by them: collaboration and teamwork, continuous learning, effective communication, creative problem solving, innovation and design thinking, influencing negotiation, project and product management, program management, digital leaderships. They are offering free training courses on all these topics to the academic institutions. So NASCOM Skill Foundation is offering free courses to everybody on these topics. These are the professional skills which are defined by them. And most of the skills are applicable for other domains also. They are not just IT specific. Correct? Moving on. What are the professional skills for leaders? Any of you want me to describe any of this? You have to tell me now. And please type your responses in the chat window. Okay. And I encourage most of you to share on what they want to discuss in the remaining time, right? Empathy, decision taking, planning, short term, long term, patience, politeness, motivation, mentoring, analytical and interpersonal skills, articulation skills, project, program, and team management. We have already discussed inspection adaptation, team empowerment. So these are the professional skills which are required for each leader to have in their day-to-day life. Which of the following you want me to discuss now, or anything which is just not clear, you want to have a discussion? Please type in the chat window. Don't speak up. And I encourage all to participate and share their views, what they want to discuss. Take few seconds, maybe up 1 minute. Okay, Dr. Jyoti says articulation skills. Priya says articulation skills. Okay, everybody. So it's like whenever some top people start their replies, every single team start following this. Yes, yes, yes. Even I was about to say that. Okay, Devanjali says mentoring skills, planning, articulation, planning, mentoring. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 people active out of 60 plus. So others, if you are done with your tea break and coffee, would you like to share your things? Patience, politeness. Okay, so majority of you are looking for the articulation. Then we have mentoring, patience, on agility. Dr. Jyoti, maybe for agility, we'll conduct another session, right? Because agility itself is an ocean, right? And the minimum duration that I take to conduct session on agility is 4 hours.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so being assertive. Good point, Gaurav. Okay, so what anybody knows, what is their understanding of the term articulation? Any of you? No one?
Clear, clear.
Okay.
Sir, implementation.
Okay. Any more guesses? Clear implementation.
To clear, okay, whatever we are thinking or whatever we have the message to communicate in a clear manner.
Very much on the track, Nidhi. Anybody else? Okay. So if you go for the dictionary meaning, or right, it's about presenting your views, thoughts, and ideas in a more very brief and concise manners to the target audience. Okay. So you are just presenting your thoughts, ideas to the target audience. That's what the articulation is all about. So best example for this is if you have to present a progress report of the college, progress report to the HODs, progress report to the principal, and progress report for the chairman. Will it be same or will it be different? Will it be same or will it be different?
Different.
Why?
Because we need to be very clear when we are giving a report to higher ups. Little bit more comprehend, like very like what I can say, brief report I can say.
Sir,
Okay.
it will be different according to giving. If we are giving to the students, then in a different manner, and if we are giving to the higher authorities, then it will be a little different. But the message will be same.
Okay. Any more guesses from anyone?
More
we
in
can
a
say,
formal
yeah.
I think, yes, thank you. I think the message will be different because for the students, we are going to present the messages which are relevant for them. And for the management, it will be definitely different because we are going to present um, like the overall views about the college. Like about the students, about the non-teaching staff, about the different departments. So as far as I'm concerned, I think the message will be like the in a different manner. I'm not sure,
and
sir.
according to
Sir,
according to their level.
Yeah. Maybe
Sorry.
one at a time. One at a time. Let's go to Uma first.
Yeah, according to their level of understanding, we can see and can be very clear.
Okay.
Because
can I say, sir?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay,
Let Uma complete first.
Yeah.
Done, sir. Because for whatever like, when we are communicating with the students, or like when we are want to clear with their understanding, so we need to be very clear. We should know about their level, at what level they are, so that we can be very clear about it.
Okay. Yeah, Nidhi, you want to add
Yeah.
something?
So yeah, I want to add that it depends that if what we are giving, if we are giving about the college, so like you said, for the students, to the teachers, to the parents, to the higher authorities. If we are saying to the higher authorities how the results and how the students are, that will be in a different manner, but the message will be same that this student is good and this student is need more improvement. The same thing we are giving in the report card also, but in a concise manner, in a very short manner. And the same thing, like if we are going to give to the higher authorities how the school is performing or how the teachers are performing, how the students are performing, then obviously method will be different, the language will be different, but that depends what message we are giving to them.
Okay.
In
So
my
let
view,
uh
yes,
yeah,
sir.
who's this?
Yes, sir, Dr. Pallavi.
Yeah, Dr. Pallavi.
So in my view, both will be same, because articulation is basically the art to express the thoughts very effectively and clearly. So whether it's a student or a management report, we are doing it for a purpose, and that to a very formal kind of communication. So we need to have a clear mindset that what we are communicating. Of course, what others said about the frame of reference, that we have to keep in our mind, because we need to understand the audience with whom we are talking, and the knowledge background and the culture from which they are coming up. But but articulation belongs when we are giving a
To the
presentation.
same message. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
To the
So it
same
is
message.
basically
Right.
pronouncing and talking to a person. So it will be same in my view, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Message will be same, but presenting method can be different, but message will be same.
Okay. Okay. I kind of disagree. Okay. Let's start from what I started with. What was my question? My question was, will you present the same report to HODs, principal, and chairman? I never started about student part. You included that. Okay. Some of you from students to directly higher ups. Some of you brought parents also. Correct? Though my question was different. Now, some of you mentioned what we want to present. For me, what they want to see. There's a big time difference in those statements. What we want to present versus what they want to see. And I'm sure those who are working with the higher ups, they understand how to customize their reports, letters, mails based on what they want to see, what they want to hear. I think we have 13 minutes. Okay, so let's have one more discussion. Jyotiji, what is your favorite song? Some of your favorite songs?
Yes, sir. तू बन जा गली बनारस की, मैं शाम तलक भटकू तुझ में, the latest one.
अच्छा.
And
जगराता अच्छा लगता है आपको? जागरण वगैरह?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अच्छा, जागरण भी अच्छा लगता है. तो जागरण में जो कि फुल वॉल्यूम पे चल रहा है, वहां पर बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक में हल्का हल्का ये भी आवाज आ रही है. आपको क्या ज्यादा सुनाई देगा? जागरण सुनाई देगा या गाना सुनाई देगा?
सर इट डिपेंड्स. अगर लाउड वॉल्यूम है तो जगराता वाला ही ज्यादा सुनाई देगा, बट यस क्योंकि वो मेरा फेवरेट है तो बैकग्राउंड वाला भी सुनाई देगा.
वो मतलब ध्यान आपका वहां रहेगा, मजबूरी में जागरण सुनना पड़ रहा है.
यस सर.
रियलिटी यही हुई ना.
राइट.
तो ध्यान आपका उस लो वॉल्यूम पे या इसकी तेज हो जाए तो मजा आ जाएगा यार.
यस सर. यस सर.
राइट. ठीक है, शोर जागरण में हो रहा है लेकिन आपका ध्यान वहां पर जा रहा है.
राइट सर.
राइट. और लेट्स चेंज द ट्रैक. यही सॉन्ग में, ठीक है, बहुत हाई वॉल्यूम पे चल रहा है, पीछे जागरण चल रहा है, तो क्या आपको जागरण सुनाई देगा?
नो सर.
ध्यान ही नहीं जाएगा वहां पे.
राइट.
क्योंकि आपका फेवरेट चीज फुल वॉल्यूम पे चल रहा है, मुझे क्या जरूरत है उसकी?
यस सर.
ठीक है. Now let's take back this to work. क्या आपको पता है आपके चेयरमैन, प्रिंसिपल, वाइस चांसलर्स और जितने भी डायरेक्टर्स वगैरह हैं, उनको कौन सा गाना पसंद है? क्या आपको पता है?
यस सर.
पता है ना? आपको गाना पड़ती है. आप वो गाना शुरू करके बीच में 2-3 अपने वर्ड्स डालती होंगी.
यस सर.
राइट.
राइट सर.
आपको भी पता है आपने वर्ड्स डाल दिए, उनको भी पता है ज्योति वर्ड्स डालेगी बीच में कुछ ना कुछ.
यस सर.
उनको भी पता है, लेकिन आपको अटेंशन के लिए उनके वर्ड से उन्हीं के गाने से शुरुआत करनी पड़ती होगी.
यस सर.
राइट. अपना गाना शुरू करोगे शायद उनको ध्यान नहीं जाएगा.
यस सर. एग्री सर.
जैसे ही उनका ध्यान मिल जाएगा आप उनके गाने में अपने वर्ड्स डाल देती हो.
यस सर.
और वो सारे 10 पार्ट है, सबको समझ में आ जाता है, वर्ड्स चेंज हो गए हैं, उनको भी समझ में आ जाता है. लेकिन शुरुआत आपने गाने से करी थी, आपको ध्यान मिल गया. आपका पर्पस क्या था? अटेंशन कैप्चर करना फर्स्ट. अटेंशन के बाद उनको वो सुनाना जो आप चाहते हो.
Yes, sir.
So Nidhi, Priya, now let take back to your own statements part and relate to this example that me and Jyoti just now discussed. You wanted to show what you have in mind versus I was saying show them what they want to see. Based on this, your presentation will change dramatically. So first you need to understand what your target audience want to see. If you are not even clear what they want to see and you want to show them what you have in mind, chances are you will lose their attention. You will not even get their attention at all. First, get their attention and then customize the way to pass on the message that you want to. That's my approach. And this, I think Dr. Jyoti is already doing. She understands this part. That's how you get your work done faster. That's how you get the decisions taken faster. That's how you solve the problems faster. If you continue to say that I am right, chances are you're not open for negotiation. You're not open for discussion. You're not open for the teamwork. Again, you might be totally different from what I'm saying. This is based on what I just overheard, right? So don't think that I'm saying that you are not this part. I'm just saying based on the examples that you shared. Okay, so I don't know any one of you personally. My reaction, my responses are totally based on what I heard in during the session. This could be totally wrong too. That's the
Yeah.
culture we should be looking into. Okay, that's how the articulation skills change the way you work. Okay, for me, another thing which you should be looking into is empathy part. Right, though you mentioned about planning long term, short term, but we don't have enough time now, right? We are running short of, we only have 7 minutes and just 2 more slides to complete. Okay, but at least you got some idea as I started the session with 100,000 feet view of what the professional skills are, how they are different from soft skills, and how they will help for you to conquer your work ethics, your career, your, and I'm sure you can relate this, how these skills will even help you in your personal life, not just your professional life. Right? Few more things, just a slide part, right? Listening, initiatives, time management, patience, writing skills, observation. I'm sure most of you hate marketing, correct? Most of you hate marketing. Marketing की जॉब में तो नहीं जाना, but self marketing ये तो आपको सीखनी पड़ेगी ना. Any of you lacks self marketing skills? Self marketing. Any of
I
you?
know self marketing. I know self marketing.
You know self marketing.
You were
Okay.
asking any of you lack self marketing, right?
Lack.
Okay, okay. So, no, I don't lack self marketing.
Okay. Any of my question was more for the students, and if most of the students are, for as per my experience, forget about students. Most of the people at work lack self marketing skills. Most of the people. Okay. Uh, Stress management, self learning, right? Nobody is able to share the examples of the self learning. हमें किताब से पढ़ने की आदत है. Okay, and if you have these skills, it leads to creativity, innovation, better results, and win-win situation for all. I repeat, it leads to creativity, innovation, better results, win-win situation for all stakeholders, entire system, entire ecosystem, not just one or two people. That's what the professional skills are all about. So your journey from soft skills to professional skills, right? We start the soft skills to get a job, We need the professional skills to retain and excel at job. This is what a college interest is. This is what is required at work. And for you, both are mandatory. Soft skills and professional skills. Whether you have a short-term goal or a long-term goal, depending on this, you can decide. Depending on your goal, you need to master your specific skills. I'm sure Bachendri Pal, oh sorry, पहली महिला कौन थी? मैंने आंसर इससे स्टार्ट कर दिया. Any of you? Any of you know this part?
It is yeah, it is written, sir.
Right? It is written, right? उसका goal क्या था?
To do something different, and what in my opinion, to do something different and something which no one has done.
अब उस गोल में उसको किस किस स्किल की रिक्वायरमेंट है? जब तक गोल ही फाइनल नहीं होगा तो कौन सी स्किल आपको मास्टर करनी है आपको खुद को नहीं पता.
Right.
And that's the reason I made very clear वो जो प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स की लिस्ट थी, आपका गोल क्या है? Based on the goal, you need to see what all skills will be required for you to accomplish that particular goal. Okay. मच्छर का क्या गोल होगा? ठंड से बचना है, और कुछ ऑप्शन ही नहीं है अभी. अरे भाड़ में गया सब कुछ भाई. लड़ना वड़ना बाद में होता रहेगा, अभी तो दोनों ठंड में बच जाए. There is a short-term goal, there is a long-term goal. Can you learn swimming by reading books?
No.
I have shared my understanding of professional skills through which you can conquer your career. You can help others also win. You can you can change your own ecosystem. You can change your college. You can change your management. You can change your students, but not without practicing. You have to kickstart your journey. Take the baby step. Be open to make mistakes. Only then you can ask, you can learn these skills. Some of the things which you can try, use the content, start working with NGOs, start working on CSR projects, start offering help to community, be part of college community activities, start experimentation, be agile, and make mistakes. And very first thing you can start with is start with the working with the teams and presentation skills. One last question. Any idea how presentation skills can improve these things? Any of you? How your presentation can improve these? I'll take only one answer if anybody is interested. How your presentation can help you to improve listening, observation, articulation, interpersonal and such communication.
Can I say so?
Let's try from others if anybody else want to share.
Okay. I have, if anyone, yeah.
Yeah, who's this? Somebody else want to reply on this?
Sir,
I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can say.
Yeah. Sir, through feedback, can we improve our presentation skills? Like
No. My question is different, Devajini. My question is how presentation can improve listening, observation, articulation, interpersonal and assertive communication. How presentation can help you to improve these skills? That's my question.
Can I say, sir?
Go ahead.
Okay. So while presenting, first of all, we are taking care while we are presenting something, the observation, how the people are observing us, and we will see how they are reacting. First thing. Second is
that interpersonal, because like you are presenting something and we are connecting with each other, so assertive communication is obviously there, and interpersonal is connected with communication because we are asking and they are open for the discussions. That's why if they are open for the observation of the communication and speaking, then obviously we will listen to them, so their listening power and our listening ability will also increase.
Good point, Nidhi. Very good point, right? So, and I think you shared a good example also during my own discussion, right?
Yeah,
I disagreed with some of your replies also. The assertiveness, right? Assertiveness came into the picture, right? I'm
right.
disagreeing to your own thing. Okay. I'm presenting the way based on your reply. I'm listening to you and observing
Yeah.
the things that if you are participating, if you are not participating, I'm trying to encourage all those also who are not participating. That's how you improve all your these skills. If you start presentation, start working in teams, and 50% of your challenges are resolved. Rest everything at work. If you don't kickstart these things, chances are your professional skills will never be improved. But if you kickstart this, then you will always say all is well. Time for you to decide whether you want all is well, or maybe when 10 years down the line, when you are at work and your colleague is taking the credit of your work and taking all hikes, growths in his or her name, though you are doing the work, that's for you to decide. All the very best, and thank you for being with me for almost 2 hours. Special thanks to Nidhi, Priya, Devanjali, Ankita for, and so many people who interacted, shared their views, and sorry if I ended up hurting anyone by disagreeing to some of their things, because my ways versus your ways can be different, because we are in different work environment, we're different cultures. Okay, I'm totally into IT. Okay, where we don't use sir, ma'am, even to the junior most and the senior most person. We are into that culture, right? And we believe practicality is the way, right? So theory is the base for that. So your theory is very important. Just like I think it was, I don't know whether it was Nidhi or Priya or someone who whose reply was much better than mine, because I am not into theory at all. Okay, so thank you so very much for being with me, and thank you Jyoti and Vilasha ma'am for providing me this platform. And I hope it was of some help to all of you. And I look forward to some feedback in the chat window if you have anything which you have learned in this session.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for your valuable deliberation on the topic. And you have very nicely explained about the soft skills and the professional skills. I request, ma'am, please switch off.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And sir, I love the way in which you interacted the session and you take the points of participants. And thank you so much, sir. And I'm looking forward for more sessions from you, and looking forward for the future sessions also. Thank you, and thank you all the participants for your valuable time. On behalf of Training and Placement, sir, I thank you for your valuable time and all the participants. And see you all in the next session. Thank you so much, sir.
Dr. Jyoti, one last request, if it just
Yes,
1 minute.
sure, sir.
Those who are comfortable in switching on the webcam, if they can come on the webcam and we can click a picture, because these are the only pictures which are left these days.
Right, sir. Yes, I request you to please switch on your cameras.
Those who can, please, especially those who have been active participants, Nidhi, Supriya, Devanjali.
And sir, I will share the feedback of my students with you
Sure,
in the
I look
PDF
forward to
form.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And sir, the other participants are also requesting for the attendance come feedback form. So I hope you will share with them, because
Yeah. So
okay.
maybe you, if you can share the link, I'll forward to them.
Sir,
Perfect.
actually, in my link, it is prepared only for the students of AI. The enrollment number and everything is there.
No,
So,
I'll remove that part and share others. Right,
okay,
I'll
okay.
share that
Then
part.
it is. Then I will share, sir.
Yeah.
I will share you.
Yeah.
Yes, I request you all to please switch on your cameras.
Those who can,
Sir,
please
you
do
can
that.
stop presenting, then we can have a much bigger area to cover
Right,
the
sir. Right.
points.
Done.
Yes. Thank you so much.
So special thanks to Nidhi, Priya, Supriya, Devanjali, right, for
Sir, thank you so
keeping me
much for
awake
being.
also, for keeping me awake for the entire session.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
It
so
was
much for the wonderful
really
insights.
It was really an interactive session, and the best part of this session is like you have explained all the concept very easily with our examples. So it is like easy for us to understand the whole concept. Thank you so much, sir, for such a great teaching. And I want to thank the AI team, the principal ma'am, and the whole team for conducting such kind of sessions. Okay, expecting the same in the future also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am,
Thank
for your
you.
valuable feedback, and we will try, ma'am. Definitely, we will connect again.
Thank you.
It was really a very good learning experience for me as well, sir. A lot of examples you have given scope to us to speak and to participate. And it's a wonderful, like I'm also a soft skill teacher and I will definitely take the learning to my classes as well. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so very much. And if you're taking to your classes, let's take to the corporate also. They also need these teachings. Forget about forget about just teachers, right? They are also struggling with these skills. Let's help them too. Let's work together to help them improve their professional skills.
Sir, this is Dr. Devika. Thank you so much for the wonderful insights, and also the flow of the session was so excellent and it was very much engaging, and thank you once again.
Thank you so very much. It was a
Thank you,
great
sir.
one. So we are done, and I look forward to more such interactions with
Sure,
you
sir.
and more such learnings from you. I also end up learning a lot of things from your side. Thank you, guys.
Ma'am, we have principal ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Rajeev Jain. On behalf of entire AI family, we are actually very thankful to you for sharing your precious time with us on a precious Sunday. And thank you to all the outside attending who made this program successful. Thank you
Thank you
and
so very
for
much for the
making this
entire team,
session
ma'am.
interactive. Thank you, everyone. And yes, AIE will be continuing this legacy of arranging and organizing such programs in association with Race Society and with the cooperation of Mr. Rajeev and in future also. And we will keep you in touch with the latest uh, demands of the hour for sure. And thank you once again, Mr. Rajeev, for making this program
Thank you so very much,
interactive.
ma'am.
Thank Dr. Jyoti Tiwari for
Thank you, ma'am.
always being there and for always coming up with new thoughts and new things. And it is because of you that our placement cell of AI is reaching on new heights.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
It
Thank you
will,
so
ma'am.
much, ma'am.
It will,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All the very best to all the students and have a great career to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
So
so
now, with your permission, shall we conclude the meeting?
Thank you so very much. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ankita. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shubham. Yes, beta, you can conclude the meeting. Thank you.
Benita, you can stop the recording.